Alright guys, welcome to the channel. You saw the title. This is going to be a tier list where I do my top teams for the season going to S10. I think I know a ball, of course, but I also want to be here. If you disagree or you just want to do a tier list yourself, I'm going to be posting this in the comment section, my pinned comment, and in Akatsuki Cup server. So if you want to, then feel free to make your own list. So without further ado, let's get into the video.
Nah, for real. They be talking tough, but they won't get up in that field. ARPs and 223s get hit up in your grill. Iron on me like I'm Tony, like an orange eye pill. Come and get your shorty, cause she tryna cop a feel.
Now really quick, I'm going to do this in the order of where it is in the sheet. So it's a lime on the left and then Sky on the right. And all the teams in the middle. You know how it goes. Just look at the sheet. So first we're doing lime here. I'm going to go ahead and put lime in the bad tier. I mean, it's pretty obvious. You would say best of their last season performance so they belong in the pro-landed tier. But they did okay since then. Made a lot of roster changes. They did good in some scrims. And then they all got banned for ulting and defuse. So hooray. Good job to you guys. Now they're fundamentally not a sound team. But that's obvious. But if they had the same talent before the defuse bans and they had a good IGL, it could have easily been a mid team. Maybe even a dark horse. Even though it's a huge stretch. So yeah, lime pretty bad, but they could even get third place in a game or two. Definitely not going to go pointless again, that's for sure. Next up is dark green. I'm going to put dark green in the mid tier. A few weeks ago, I would have said they're in the pro-landed tier, but they got embarrassed since then. They made Billy their captain. He did some roster changes. Now they have bans though. They have OG, they have Encourage, they have Jellycat. All good players. They did lose their superstar player. I don't know why, but SD is off dark green. I haven't bothered asking about it, but he's not on the team anymore. And whenever they would face top teams like Red or Sky, he was really the one carrying them. Like you saw whenever they played Red in S7, they got absolutely destroyed. When they played Sky in S5, they didn't have SD either. They got destroyed. So without SD, it's going to be interesting to see how they play against top teams, but I know they're always going to play well against CM, like they always did in S9, and CM's even worse now, which is a topic for later in the video. But yeah, despite all that, they're still a mid team. I'm pretty sure they get 4th place again. And by the way, if they look really strong at the beginning of the season, then it's just a mirage, just like it was last time. I believe they got first, and then they got second, and then they got I think they got second again, and they just fell apart from there. So they're kind of early season merchants where it's kind of chill, and then when it gets late in the season they get destroyed by the teams that are actually on form. Next up we have red. I'm gonna go ahead and put red in the skin contenders tier. In terms of their fundamentals, like just how to play a basic DeFi, they are pretty hit and miss, but in terms of their talent, they have the most talented players in the game. It's not close at all. And Fred is really all eyes on Carnage. Like he's really their IGL, the best in the game. He's the one who brings the fundamentals to the team. If Carnage plays, they're pretty much guaranteed to win the season, and they still should do okay if he's not there. But yeah, they won't be dominant, that's for sure. And yeah, of course they lost Pata, he quit. They lost Val, she quit. They lost Billy, he moved to dark green. But in terms of talent, they're still the best team in the game, and their fundamentals are still hit and miss. Good with Carnage. Now we're going to go to orange. I'm going to put orange in the bad tier above lime. They tied with dark green for 4th place last season. In terms of head-to-head, it's not even close. Dark green's their number every single time they go against each other. Orange has players who have been playing ever since Elise was formed in season 1. They have Unseamer, they have Matt K, they have Mr. Jack, which have played for 8 or 9 seasons. Yet somehow their fundamentals are completely chalk. In terms of their hybrids, they have the worst hybrids in the game, and they never call stacks. Their builders just sitting best on miss. Everybody else in there is dog shit. But ever since everybody got banned on lime for ulting and defuse, I'm going to give orange a head-to-head versus lime, and therefore I'm going to put them above lime in the bad tier. Alright, now you have CM. Now CM's a pretty weird team. They've won 3 out of the last 5 seasons, even though they don't have the best talent in the game. Like, they're a well-oiled machine fundamentally, the best in the game for sure. Now, in S9, they're a really weird team because they had some decent talent, and they played up to every team very well except for dark green. I don't know why, but whenever they faced dark green, they got absolutely decimated. And yeah, whenever you see them play against a team like red in the tiebreaker, you'll see they have the best strategy in the game. For some reason, early in the game, like early in S9, wasn't translating to wins. If they got wiped in game 2, they got wiped in game 6. And they were in the blender at game 4 as well. But they managed to take advantage of the fact that Red and Sky were fighting each other to the death. They caught up, and then they beat Red in the tiebreaker when Red sold. But now we're in S10. CM lost OG, they lost Prom, they lost Pata. All 3 core players that were pivotal to them winning Season 9. And then after they got Ash, she's not bad, but she has work to do with dying. And they got, what's the name? Fluffy. He was a lime hybrid in S8, and they have him on builder. So not very promising, but they should do okay. I'm gonna give CM dark horse. Like, they could be a skin contender if they had better players. And as you know, never doubt CM, because even in S9 they look pretty shaky, but they still managed to win it somehow. So yeah, for now CM's a dark horse. They could be skin contenders if they got better players. Now last but not least, we have my start on Sky Blue. Now look, I'm gonna put them in skin contenders tier. I'm not sure about it, but I'm gonna do it anyways. They're definitely better than CM. Now with their talent, they lost, who did they lose? They lost Asterix, he got banned in defuse. Then they lost one, they lost Flying Q. All of which are pretty decent players. Then they picked up Hero, they picked up Citadel, and they picked up Prom. All pretty good players. See, the talent is pretty good, but it's not gonna be better than Red's. If we're gonna beat Red, we're gonna win the season to take down Red, you're gonna have to do it in a game, like a tiebreaker where Carnage isn't there and they choke. Maybe early season where the fundamentals are completely shit anyways. But we don't have any recent proof how good the fundamentals are. Like in S9, they weren't playing fairly. They had CEO spectating for them, giving them information. How fundamentally sound they are, like basic DeFi, it's questionable, but I think they're still still okay. I mean, town is good enough to where maybe say they're 18, they could catch red slipping if red's fundamentals are off. But that's questionable too. Like this could go maybe anyway, but I'm favoring red still. And yeah, whenever it starts, we're gonna see how it goes in S10. Yeah, that's it for me today. You saw my tier list in the pinned comment. It's there for you guys to do it yourselves if you disagree or you want to do your own tier list. I'm not trying to start any drama based off this video. It's more of a mental exercise if anything. But that being said, this is my tier list of the teams going into S10. Average noob out.